I recently watched Assassin starring Bruce Willis, and I'm sorry to say, but this was one terrible movie if you ask me. It is about a wife named Alexa who is out to find out who killed her husband Sebastian, that was a part of a experimental military program. And firstly, this movie was just kind of confusing with a ton of plot holes and inconsistencies all over. And the acting dynamic was just way off between every actor. The chemistry seemed non existent. In this experimental program, they have invented a microchip that allows an agent's mind to inhabit the body of another person to carry out missions. And then when you're done, you just repeat the phrase, "This is not my body," and then you revert back to your original body. Okay, cool. Clever if you ask me. But the first moment in the movie that made me cringe hard was when Bruce Willis's character gets in a car with Alexa, and then someone being controlled by one of these chips starts to walk up to him with the intent to kill. You can literally see it in her face, I'm pretty sure. And then he gets out of the car, he stares at her, and then he's like, I forgot what he said. I think he said, can I help you or something. She walks up to him, starts fighting him, and then he scuffle a little bit. And then Bruce shoots her in her shoulder once. And then he kind of just stands there. She doesn't die immediately. And then before she can hit again, Alexa just finishes her off. And then this is what I was referring to when I said that the acting dynamic was just way off. It's either Bruce Willis was acting very well according to how his character was written, and Alexa's actor was just being overly dramatic, or both were acting according to how their characters were written and being directed, and it's a writing error in the film. Um, because throughout the movie, you just see Alexa using a ton of emotion, and then every other character but her is like very calm about everything going on, which I guess is kind of understandable on both sides because on one side you got they are all military agents, I'm pretty sure, so they've seen what Alexa is going through. Um and also you can understand the emotion that Alexa is giving off, but it just comes off a little bit excessive. Anyway, they go to the safe house, and then Bruce's character tells Alexa and the chip about the chip, and it is revealed that this person, Adrian, stole multiple chips and is involved in like underground crime or something like that. I forgot what they said. It's a very forgettable movie, and that he needs to be stopped. So yada yada yada. So skip a little bit, and then Alexa has completed two or three missions in people's bodies and gotten a little bit of the hang of it. And Bruce's character goes to like this restaurant to meet with someone who operates one of the chips or something like that, or operates the procedure to be able to go into someone's mind. And it turns out that he's been compromised, and then he implants a chip into Bruce. And the way that they implant the chips is by basically just making physical contact by just tapping you, because the chip is like a mini snake that crawls into your body. So Bruce Willis's character gets compromised as well, and then he kills off the guy who operates the machines. And then Alexa shows up, and then Bruce is like, "Oh, you have to finish me off because I'm gonna come for you too." Adrian has already gotten a hold of me, so Alexa kills him off too, and it's just very confusing at that point, as well as the editing. The editing doesn't help at all this movie because at some point you have them in their safe house, and then they do this fade transition into another person's body, so you don't even know what's going on. You don't know who's who when there are multiple people. So fast forward a little bit, Alexa's in this person's body and she has killed Adrian, but it is revealed that Adrian was Sebastian all along, who was not really dead, and he was controlling this body. And the real Sebastian shows up, and it turns out that he is just trying to get rid of the people, a part of this military group, and to steal the chips and steal them for himself and to get away with Alexa. And I'm just as confused as you may be because why didn't he just tell her one on one? Mind you, this is not the first time that they had met in the movie. He could have just told her something that only Sebastian would know, or anything else other than just trying to kill her, because they also fought earlier in the movie as well. So one remaining person, a part of the group, who has been helping Alexa shows up, and Alexa has a little bit of a bond with her or whatever. because from her perspective, she's not actually the villain, which is understandable. And Sebastian is threatening to kill her, and Alexa shoots Sebastian, and he dies. So in total, this movie was about 1 hour and 20 minutes, and by the end of the movie, you're left feeling confused and empty, not knowing what you just watched. But yeah, I would give it like a 3 out of 10 because it's highly forgettable, with no replay value and no emotional connection to these characters to care. So yeah, that's about it. Peace.